let's be real. Anime can be pretty weird sometimes. Certain outliers of old anime especially have given anime fans a reputation for being nerds, or even otaku. Still somewhat true to this day, but less of a big deal than it used to be, because we've gotten used to recommending curious people wanting to check out anime more normal suggestions, like Death Note or Spy Family. Because these are considered entry-level suggestions because, well, one, they are very good anime, of course, obviously. But most importantly, they are considered the least weird anime out there as well. No squeaky voices, no jiggle physics, and no annoying screaming either. Perfectly safe anime you could play in the living room that your friends and family won't judge you for. Well, they'll still be disappointed in you, but at least you know it's not because of the anime you watch. No one is asking the questions I want answers to. And that is, what is the weirdest anime out there? What if someone out there in the anime industry just said, screw it. I have the power to draw whatever the heck I want, so I'm gonna draw whatever the heck I gosh darn want. That's basically what Kunihiko Ikuhara said when he was directing Sailor Moon. Then he got in a fight with other staff and left after making season 4, because apparently he hates capitalism and wanted to use the power of anime to spread the word of why exactly capitalism sucks. And long story short, that's how we eventually ended up with the anime I'm reviewing today. Sarazanmai is not only objectively weird, it's also a well-written masterpiece. So get comfortable and hear me out, fellas, because I'm Frank, your club host for today, and let's get into it. You know how anime does that thing where the first episode is basically just a test to see if you're a pussy or not? Like in Elfen Lied, for example, where the very first 7 minutes of the show is jam-packed full of violence and boobs, and yet the rest of the anime just looks like this.
Bruh.
Well, Sarazanmai sets the stage by introducing these 3 characters who get their shirikodama sucked out of them. What is a shirikodama, you might ask? Why, that's a mythical organ that contains your soul and is located inside your butt. In Japanese folklore, the kappa are reptilian-like creatures who will steal your shirikodama if you anger them, which is what happened to these boys, turning them into kappas themselves and forced to defeat evil by targeting the shirikodama of their enemies. If that sounds silly to you, that's because it is. Even though that might be the premise of the show, it acts more like a foundation to tell the real story. You see, every time they defeat an enemy and transform back into humans, they get a glimpse into each other's minds, revealing their deepest secrets. Behind all that silliness are real people with real struggles that they are ashamed to ever open up about because society has taught them that it's unacceptable. Those enemies they're fighting, for example, are actually real people themselves who are deemed unworthy, and defeating them is symbolic to how these people should be treated in real life.
I wish I was a cat, then you'd love me.
Oh, weird. He was shaving cats so he could wear their fur and win his girlfriend back?
Don't listen to what they have to say. Put a shield in front of you and erase them from existence before you question anything. In the anime, they really do erase the existence of these people entirely. They are forgotten, including their name and the memories they shared with anyone else, as if they never even existed. These people are not even that bad either. The enemy in the first episode, for example, is just a guy who liked getting naked in boxes. Sure, that's pretty weird, but did he deserve to get literally erased from existence? No. But before our main characters can process what they've just done, they are given a shiny reward, and all is forgotten. Not just any reward, by the way, but wish-granting dishes of hope. At first, they get a golden dish that was wasted on a giant sushi, but afterwards, they receive 1 silver dish for every enemy erased onwards. Collecting 5 will grant them a wish, just like the golden one. I would like to highlight how this is Ikuhara's way of including symbolism that represents how he views capitalism himself. The golden plate was like a hook to get the boys excited, and despite each of them having a wish they so desperately need, giving them just 1 silver plate at a time onwards is just Kinda cruel. But that's how Ikuhara views the workforce. Employees in real life aren't paid what they need, but just enough to keep them coming back. Everyone struggles with something. Yet, despite having that in common, society teaches you to shun anyone who opens up and just erase them from existence. Society has gotten very good at covering your eyes and holding your hand into the world, making you feel like everything is okay, when deep down, everyone has something to deal with. It is through this forced secret revealing that we come to realize just how fragile connections between people can be, and just how valuable they are too. Every episode, a new secret between each other is revealed, and we see them slowly learning how to support each other. It's not pretty at first, as they lash out, or sometimes go off on their own to sulk. But over time, they slowly come to the realization that everyone really does struggle with something. And maybe there's more important things in life worth caring about. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone can be influenced and taken advantage of. But not everyone can have compassion. There are many scenes throughout the show that challenge the idea of desire versus love. Everyone desires something. And Ikuhara blames capitalism for raising a population of people that just chase their desires. Ikuhara wants you to know that it's okay to want something, but just don't forget about love. Because without love, you're nothing.